Everyone loves an Alabama loss. What's up, guys? Quarter to Quarter Sports is back. The last time we uploaded a video, I believe, was in July, which is before the college football season began, and now we're uploading as the college football season is over. So that's about how Quarter to Quarter Sports goes. Things just get uploaded as they get uploaded. So, anyways, the national championship was last night. Wrapped up rather nicely. Alabama lost, and that pretty much ended the season on a high note, for me at least. Look, I'm just going to be honest. I'm really tired of seeing Alabama in the national championship, and I'm just really tired of Alabama in general, so I'm glad Georgia won. It just seems like, I don't know, for the past 10 years or so, it's just the playoffs and the national I know the playoffs haven't been around for 10 years, but the national championship and the playoffs, it's just always Alabama. And quite frankly, I'm tired, and I think a lot of people are tired of seeing Alabama steamroll through the regular season. You know, they get in the playoff, they destroy the first team, which was this year with Cincinnati. They go on to the playoff, and then they run through that team. And even if they don't win the national championship, still you have to watch them play twice in the playoffs and steamroll everyone in the regular season. And quite frankly, it's annoying, and we've seen it over and over and over, and I'm just tired of seeing Alabama play in the national championship. Like, it's just so boring to just see the same stuff every single year. And you can call me an Alabama hater, and you know that might be justifiable because that is kind of what I am. But my biggest problem isn't necessarily with Alabama in general. It's more so just the landscape of how college football is laid out. I just don't like the 4-team playoff, because when you have these super teams like Alabama, Ohio State usually, Clemson for a few years, Georgia a little bit. I mean, it's just when you have these big mega teams that are just always good and you only have a 4-team playoff, it kind of creates the same games over and over and over every single year, and it's uninteresting. And I mean, even this year, Paul Feinbaum, the biggest talking head, the biggest advocate for SEC games and how great the SEC is and how SEC teams matched up together are the best games in college football. Even he said this year that this wasn't good for college football. It's not interesting. It's already been seen. It's already been done. If you don't believe me, take a look.
I don't think it is good for college football.
Oh.
I think outside of Georgia and Alabama, which border each other, this game is kind of a yawn if you're in LA or in New York or Chicago, because it is not. It's a regional game. It's a game we've already seen. And the problem with college football is it needs to be broader. And until the college football playoff is expanded, it won't be.
Okay, well, that's a very...
I mean, yeah, that's literally, it's just boring. It's the same games, not the same game, but it's the same teams every year. It's Alabama, number one, Ohio State, Clemson, Georgia a little bit, Notre Dame's in there a lot. Like, it's just boring to me. Like, I'm tired of seeing the same teams, and I think Paul Feinbaum is right. Like, you need to expand the playoffs and make it more inclusive, because this 4-team playoff thing isn't going well, at least in my opinion. I'm sure Alabama fans are thrilled with the way it works, but you expand the playoffs, you set up a bigger chance for upsets. Like, what's even the point of calling it a playoff if it's 4 teams? You start off in the semifinals. That's hardly a playoff. An 8-team playoff would be better, but and I'm a bit on the extreme side here, but I wouldn't mind seeing a 16-team college football playoff. Like, look at that. There's so many chances for upsets. There's so much you have to go through in order to get crowned as the national champion. So I just think expanding the playoffs and putting more teams in it and making it more inclusive would just make it more entertaining and make for a better playoff and make for a better finale to the college football season. You know, and I get that this is the FBS, it's not the FCS, it's not the championship series where they do kind of have, you know, the playoff landscape, but like, come on, like, it's just, something's got to change, you know. 8 team, 16 team, whatever. I mean, even if Paul Feinbaum, you know, the SEC puppet, is up here saying that he's even bored with it, he's tired of seeing Alabama in the same teams, like, it's time to change something up. So anyways, that's my rant. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and see you next time.